What's going on, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear, and today we have another knife sent to me by my buddy Jeremy. This is the Civivi Asticus. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. All right, today we are going to be talking about this beauty, the Civivi Asticus. Man, I love that name. This knife was sent to me by my buddy Jeremy. This is his Instagram. Go check him out. Follow him. He is a great dude, and it's because people like him that I am able to bring you other knives that I don't have in my collection. I've had so many people send me some knives, and this community is awesome. Thank you very much, sir, for letting me check out this beauty. I have known about this knife for quite a while, and I mean, really, just because I heard it, and I was like, "What, the Asticus? The Asticus, really?" And so the name kind of caught me off guard, and it's Asticus, I guess, is really how you pronounce it, but that's because I am who I am, I'm going to call the Asticus. So, sue me. But anyways, this knife, whenever he first sent it to me, I got it in hand, and I was like, holy crap, that's bigger than I thought. And if you guys know me and you view my channel, you know I like big knives. So this one's actually pretty doggone, big as far as a lot of the other Civivis. There's a couple of them out there, but this one fits my hand very well, so I was happily surprised that it was so big. And then, of course, you can see the beautiful Damascus blade. Now, this one does come in a Damascus blade and a plain blade in D2. And if I remember correctly, I think their VG10, or I'm sorry, their Damascus is mostly VG10, but don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure I've heard that somewhere. So, man, and this is absolutely ridiculously sharp. Jeremy does a lot of sharpening, so I am not sure if this is his edge or the factory edge. Civivis do usually come pretty sharp, but this one is like extra sharp, so I'm pretty sure that he did. But anyways, this knife is pretty cool. You know, guys, as far as Civivi knives go, I do have a few Civivis. Civivi is a brand that I do like as far as the budget side. A lot of people are not buying Chinese-made products. I totally get it. I am a patriot. I like to buy American first. However, you can't deny that the quality that comes out of Civivi is really good, especially for the price. Some people are just not able to spend the extra money on the American-made products, and so I can't just have American-made products on the channel. That's just the way it is. I do have some Civivis, and they are of good quality. I've never had any issues out of them, so it's something that I can definitely let people know. If you're looking for a budget knife, this is a brand to kind of see, if they have something that you like. It's just one of those things. Definitely like this one. So I've been carrying it around, and man, I like it a lot. So what do we have? Of course, we have the beautiful Damascus blade, and like I said, I think it's in VG10. We have the carbon fiber over G10 handles, which has the shadow box look over the steel liners, which is super cool, very well built, and just rock solid. Everything about this knife is just rock solid. You have jimping in only one place, which is where the lock bar or the liner lock is. And so it just kind of gives you a little bit of grip to be able to get that out of the way, which works very, very nicely. It does have a deep carry pocket clip as normal from Civivi, so I know a lot of people are going to like that. It is relatively lightweight and just feels so good in the hand. This neutral style shape, I think the Civivi actually on their website actually calls it like a broomstick handle, something like that, which, okay, yeah, sure. But anyway, very ergonomic in hand. The pocket clip, I don't feel at all holding the knife. There is a little spot here for where the flipper is, and, a pretty generous little area where they do the choil. So you can choke up on it, and this is like a one knuckle choke up to get behind the blade to do some stuff, and so I appreciate that. It's not a full choil. I usually like full choils, but that right there works for me pretty well. Of course, you have the excellent, just classy looking Civivi logo. There is no lanyard hole, but there is a little spot right here. If I can get my camera to focus, you stupid thing. Focus. Anyways, right there where you can put a lanyard through there, which I actually prefer that kind of lanyard hole than just a hole in the scales. So very, very good Civivi. The flipping action on this guy is superb. Just like most Civivis that I've had, the action is great. It's not, it's like a, it's running on bearings, but it... Oh, hey, see, if you get the lock bar out of the, oh, damn it. Okay, you see that little cut there? I did that the other day on another knife, and I just brought that one down on my thumb. Son of a bitch. Okay, so anyways, the thing is about this knife is if you get the lock bar out of the way and get it to come down on your thumb, it actually puts pressure on the blade, so it's not really drop steady. It's just a really smooth action. Son of a gun. Hold on a second. Boom. Movie camera magic. Yeah. Hey, it's a thing. I'm telling you, if you review knives on a daily basis and you play with your knives, this happens, okay? Just don't make fun of me. It happens. And, of course, you saw there's another cut there from what I did the other day. I play with my knives. Sue me. Anyways, cleaned up the knife. There really wasn't anything on it, but Jeremy, I promise, desanitized. So, anyways, when I was talking about the action is smooth. Like I said, the lock bar kind of puts pressure on it. So, with that, it's a very smooth action. But, like I did before, if you really move this thing out of the way, it is very, you know, I can't really show you in the camera, but if you're moving this thing really out of the way, it will fall shut. So really, if you just kind of move it out of the way, bring it down like that, shake it shut, that's really how to do it, and not like I did it. So anyways, action is really, really great. You know, the flipper tab is not huge. It's just this little thing sticking out there with just enough jimping to where you flip this thing out. I mean, and it's really, really almost impossible to fail. Can I do it? No, I really can't do it. So the action is dialed in superb. So if you like a good flipper action, this one is definitely for you. And guess what? I mean, the Damascus blade is just a little bit more expensive at $76, but you can get the one in D2 for only $55. I mean, and that's a great deal. You get a lot of knife for that. You can do a lot of knife with a lot of knife. You can do a lot of cutting with this, and the hollow grind is awesome. This thing measures like 15 thousandths behind the edge, which that's typical, man. Civivi knows how to ground their knives, and this thing is a slicer. Let me tell you, I mean, there you go. This is slice by thumb. So anyways, it does very, very well. The grinds are symmetrical. It's got a swedge on top. It's just an excellent looking knife with that Damascus, but also very, very well executed as far as the geometry, making this thing a slicer beast. Well, let's see just how big this thing is. Let's do some size comparisons. Here it is against the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. You can see that it actually dwarfs almost the PM2. Let's see about another. This one is kind of unfair. This is the Shaman, so it's got some aftermarket scales on that one. Not even aftermarket, handmade. Handmade. If you want to know more about these scales, go and look at my Striderco video. These things are handmade by a gentleman that just makes freaking awesome. Anyways, definitely go check out that video. So anyway, there's it is against the Spyderco Shaman. You can tell that this one is even longer than the Shaman. Now, the Asticus is absolutely thinner than both of those, but as far as lengthwise, that's what you get. Now, I do have another Civivi out here that is one of my favorite budget knives. This is the Praxis, and it is also a big knife, so you can kind of see just a hair longer than the Praxis. Praxis does have a little bit of a thicker handle, so it feels my hands just a little bit better, but it of course has these little finger grooves there, so you know it could be problematic for some people's hand size if you don't have, you know, the perfect hand size for this. I mean, they're neutral enough, but this handle here on the Asticus is definitely neutral enough to where most hand sizes are going to love. Now, obviously, I've got pretty large hands, and it sticks out a little bit there. If you have a litle bit smaller of a hand, end, you know, you're going to have a little bit more sticking out, but I don't think that's an issue. This knife is definitely one that will do just about any task that you want for EDC on a daily basis. I wouldn't call it like a hard use, heavy duty knife, and I wouldn't do this one because I love the Damascus blade. I don't have many Damascus blade knives, and really the reason is because if I have them, I don't want to use them because it looks so pretty. So if I was to buy one, I probably would buy the D2 version, but it's going to be able to do whatever you want on your EDC task. It goes in and out of the pocket like a dream with this pocket clip. Civivi does great. I mean, it's not the prettiest pocket clip in the world, but it works awesome. Sips deep enough for those who really like that, and then it goes in and out of the pocket like a dream. I really can't complain about it at all. So the overall length of this knife is about 8.81 inches. You have a blade length of about 3.8, cutting edge of about 3.625. So you've got a pretty long blade there to do what you've got to do. It's got only about 120 thousandths thick blade on it. And so with that hollow grind, that 15 thousandths behind the hedge, if you're looking for a big slicey knife, yeah, this one is definitely one to look at, because this thing is, well, first of all, it's super sharp, because I'm pretty sure Jeremy did this on his own, because it's also got pretty much a polish on it. And so I really couldn't tell you about the other ones. I mean, usually Civivi's come in pretty sharp, so I don't think you'd have an issue. But guys, if you want your knife sharpened, go check him out. I'll have his link down below. So anyways, very nice knife. I really have enjoyed carrying this. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was, and I think the design is just awesome. I really, really do. Like, I almost think that, because this one is the Civivi hard worker that I have, but and so I carry this a bunch, and it does feel good in the hand. I love the finger choil on this one, because you guys watch my videos, you know that is kind of my thing. But this one is really comfortable in the hand, just like this one, with that neutral kind of curve bend on it. Fits my hand really, really great. And I just think that, yeah, I don't know. Like, if I was doing some really hard work where I was going to be beating on a knife, I'd probably still pick this one. But if I was just EDCing and I wanted a bigger blade, oh yeah, this one would go in my pocket before this one, because this one's thin behind the edge, but not as thin as this. And I love the blade shape. Man, I just can't say enough about it. Very simple construction. I didn't take it apart because it is not my knife, but these things are easy to take apart and maintain. It's just Civivi, man, I'm telling you, one of those companies that does a really good job. And if you don't have the money to buy an American-made product and you want something of quality, I highly recommend Civivi. I always do, because they have impressed me. So anyways, guys, if you like this knife, if you like this kind of stuff, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, where you will be notified when I upload new videos. I do some giveaways, so you'll be notified for that. So anyways, I really appreciate everybody stopping by. And if you have any questions on this, holler at me. You know, I can answer them as best I can. I am not an expert by any means, but I love this stuff. You guys are awesome for stopping by and checking them out. It just makes me happy. And stay safe in this crazy world that we're living in, and we will see you in the next one.